Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The world functions like this. You have big countries, strong countries, economically and militarily, and they have spheres of influence. They have interests around them. They don't want other big countries being close to them, especially when they're enemies. They want buffer zones. That's occurring with all the big countries. The small countries are always used by the big countries in little proxy wars. I give you this, you give me that, in negotiations and so on. That's been always been like this, and it will always be like this because countries are populated with us, human beings, and that's the way we are. Now, Armenia. I said before, and I have a problem with when I predict something bad, and that is about to occur, or the prediction is about to come true. I rather have my prediction being wrong and the bad thing that I predicted to not happen than be right and the bad thing to occur. Really, I'm not about, oh, I told you so. Well, if it's a bad thing and I told you so, I hope that should not have happened rather than happening. So we have Armenia, and Armenia will be smacked, will be bombarded, will be attacked by, it seems like, by Russia. It seems like they go strongly in that direction, marching in that direction. I told you in some videos, I'm going to just enumerate them, about 5, go and watch them if you want, where I said that you have the Prime Minister of Armenia and the Armenian ambassador to London. These guys are not working for Armenia's interest in my assessment. Why? Armenia cannot be America or France's or English or German's sphere of influence partner next to Russia. That is Russian influence, sphere of influence. Russia, as is the case with Ukraine, will not allow that to happen. They will destroy Armenia. I said this, let me show you in some videos. I'm just going to enumerate them right here. And I said, new Minsk agreement, Armenia tries to fool Russia. It worked twice. In Ukraine, Armenia wants peace, quote unquote. You don't see what's behind this right there. I see it on the screen. You don't see it. It doesn't display it. So I can read it. You don't see it over there. Because if I select this one, it's going to have the entire title. But right here is just, that's all what it is. The next one. Armenia, Azerbaijan, peace, blah, blah, blah. Russia will destroy Armenia, I said, in October 25. Armenia wants Russian troops out from its territory. Wants a new master, I said, further down here. And this Al Capone's second front against Russia in Caucasus. Armenia warns of military attack from Azerbaijan. And NATO will start a war in Georgia plus Armenia. Canadian plus US troops can exercise in Georgia and Armenia. All these things, I said them because Armenia wants new masters. The former French foreign minister, she was a woman over there, showed up and gave, or defense minister was she? I think it was foreign minister. They gave Armenia rockets, missiles, whatever they gave them, and promised to give them more air defense systems. Arming Armenia. Let me show you where Armenia is, so you understand better what I'm talking about. This is Armenia right here, purple rain right here. South of it is Iran, not friends. Turkey, definitely not friends. Azerbaijan, definitely not friends. Georgia is the only country that is a dissident as Armenia towards the Russians right here. Now here is the Black Sea on the west, on the east is the Caspian Sea, and Ukraine is somewhere over there in the north northwest. Let's see if I got it right here. Yeah, so you don't see it, but it's, I'm gonna get myself out of it so you're gonna be happy. So this is Caucasus right here. Oh, where is it? Right here. The Caucasus are right here in this area. South a little bit, but this map doesn't reach that far. But right here is Abkhazia, South Ossetia, Georgia. That north part here is what you see right here. This is what you see. Abkhazia. Abkhazia is this little thing here. That's Abkhazia. Got it? So this is then the Caucasus. Armenia as you can tell and you can see, is a landlocked country surrounded by enemies, maybe except Georgia. Armenia, if they try to pull a Ukraine, they cannot be funded or armed only through Georgia. Azerbaijan doesn't like them, Russia, no, Iran, no, Turkey, definitely not. Georgia, the Black Sea, the Russians will destroy them in the Black Sea. So it can't really do much here unless Turkey somehow helps Armenia after the, 19th century, whatever it was. Okay, it was in 19th century. And then Georgia. Georgia, I predicted, will do certain things that will again open a new front with these guys. Why? Because look what's going on here. This is today's article from Russia Today, 22nd of February 2024. Armenia suspended, quote unquote, security pact with Russia, prime minister. As I said, prime minister, not his wife, he is not working for Armenia. I think so is, as I said, the ambassador, Armenia's ambassador to London. Nikol Pashinyan says his decision was motivated by the simmering conflict with Azerbaijan. Moreover, you would like to have a security pact with Russia because Russia can defend you unless you want the Americans to come and defend you. Or maybe the French, maybe the Germans, maybe the British, maybe all of them. Do you think Russia will allow that? Guarantee you not. So Mr. Pashinyan will get you in a war with Russia. In behest, is that how it is? For the other guys, in behalf of the other guys, which is the same guys in Ukraine. Congratulations. Let me show you further. Nikol Pashinyan says his decision was motivated. Armenia has de facto suspended its participation in a key security agreement with Russia, Prime Minister said, citing the continuing tensions with its neighbor and arch-rival Azerbaijan. In an interview with France 24, not Sputnik, not Russia Today, France 24, that was published on Thursday, Pashinyan said his country has grown dissatisfied with the Collective Security Treaty Organization, CSTO, a six-member bloc founded shortly after the breakup of the Soviet Union. You have the right to do that. You have the right to do that. But I'm afraid you're not doing it because of what you say, because of why you say. I think you do it because you received an order from Al Capone. A six-member. We believe, and I'm quoting, in Armenia's case, the treaty has not been implemented, especially in 2021, 2022, and it couldn't go unnoticed. Pashinyan explained, we have suspended our participation in this treaty. We'll see what happens next. Let me tell you what happens next. You will be warned by the Russians. The West will say, hey, if they want to come our way, we didn't do anything wrong. And they will pump weapons as they can into Armenia, and they will bring all kind of trainers. They will do the same thing they did with Ukraine. So they're going to get ready Armenia to be flattened. Used as I said before, the Americans, the West will activate other idiots after they took over Ukraine. They will activate the Baltic states, maybe the Poles, maybe the Romanians, maybe the Bulgarians, not the Turks, and in the Caucasus, these guys. You'll see. I said, wherever you look on this planet, you're going to find the same common denominator. Al Capone. You find him in the Balkans, in Kosovo, shit. You find him in Ukraine, shit. You find him in the Caucasus, shit. You find him in the Middle East, shit. You find him in the Far East, shit. With the Woodstock, North Korea, with Taiwan. You find the same guy. And you know why? Because the forces of good, which is Al Capone, has to push back on all these evil people. Got that? That's what you need to understand. If you don't understand that, you are a very hateful person and you like Putin and dictators. Got it? I destroyed you morally. Yeah, right. That's how the narrative goes. That's why we are involved everywhere. Oh, I forgot Yemen. My bad. Everywhere you find these guys. Because the forces of good, like Superman, saves everything. Yes, ooh, put the cape around and or whatever he does. Well, that was Darth Vader. Anyway, let's move on. So, Armenia began refusing to attend certain CSTO events and military drills last year. Pashinyan said in the past, however, that Yerevan had no plans to formally cut ties with the bloc. He was lying, I told you that then. He just buys time, like Ukraine did. He urges the bloc and its leader, Russia, however, to back Armenia during its conflict with Azerbaijan and condemn its aggression in the region. Earlier this month, Yerevan and Baku blamed each other of starting a firefight in the border that left 4 Armenian soldiers dead and an Azerbaijan border guard wounded. Pashinyan said following the clash that Azerbaijan was planning a full-scale war against his country. Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev in turn accused Armenia of stirring up tensions. In 2020, Azerbaijan recaptured a large portion of its breakaway region of Nagorno-Karabakh, which was populated by ethnic Armenians and aligned with Yerevan. The 44-day war ended in a ceasefire that saw Russian peacekeepers deployed in the region. You know what it is, right? To keep peace over there. Smaller scale border clashes between Armenia and Azerbaijan continued 2021-2022. Baku re-established full control of Karabakh during a lightning offensive in September 2023, prompting the flight of more than 100,000 local Armenians. They left. Terrible. Pashinyan recognized Karabakh as part of Azerbaijan the same year. Russian President Vladimir Putin said in December 2023 that it would not be in Armenians' interest to quit the CSTO. Not be in Armenia's interest to quit what these guys are suspending. That's a threat. Got that? That was a warning. How do you call it? A gentle reminder, as these imbeciles in the States say. He added, however, that the ultimate decision should be made by Yerevan, blah, 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 and stressed that Moscow would like to maintain friendly relations with his neighbor. That is, we don't like it. Don't call those guys in your country. We want to be friends. Now, that means you gotta we'll let you be independent, but once you bring those guys that are in Ukraine right now, we're gonna you up. So I'm waiting. And probably in a few days, I'm gonna make a video on some trainers or advisors, military advisors, or some delivery of weapons from, I don't know, France, Germany, Great Britain, and or United States of America. You'll see. I'll be here. I hope you will be here too. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.